news. God exists. Christ is Lord. And he established the Catholic Church. I'm not kidding.
Joe Schmid, a Princeton University philosophy PhD student and former public critic of theism and Catholicism, has announced his return to the Catholic faith. After years of questioning, rejecting, and ultimately re-examining his belief in God, Schmid grew up in a devout Catholic family, attended Catholic schools from kindergarten through high school, and actively practiced the faith. But during his teenage years, questions about evolution, suffering, and the problem of evil gradually shook his convictions. By around 10th grade, he had embraced atheism and naturalism, influenced by arguments from prominent atheist thinkers. Later, after discovering contemporary philosophical arguments for God's existence and corresponding extensively with Christian philosopher Josh Rasmussen, Schmid abandoned his confidence in atheism and became a settled agnostic. During his graduate studies in philosophy, however, his position began to change again. Arguments concerning the foundation of reality, consciousness, morality, beauty, and the extraordinary conditions necessary for life gradually convinced him that theism offered a powerful and unified explanation of the world. But Schmid's journey did not stop with philosophical arguments. Over the following years, he became increasingly interested in reported miracles, Marian apparitions, Eucharistic miracles, and the extraordinary lives of Catholic saints. The stories of saints such as Maria Goretti and Maximilian Kolbe also affected him on a deeply personal level, drawing him toward the spiritual life of the Church. After years of examining objections to Catholicism and wrestling with the evidence, Schmid eventually reached a decisive moment.
Imagine if I died right now and I saw Christ. I can't imagine having to tell him what I have to tell him by my lights as a non-Catholic. I was just not willing to bet my soul on just like not only a single conspiracy, but just like a conspiracy of conspiracies that are just like conspiring to make it look as though Catholicism is true. And so, the day after that call.
The following day, Schmid performed an examination of conscience, covering roughly a decade of his life away from the faith. The day after that, he made a general confession, marking a decisive return to the sacramental life of the Catholic Church. For Schmid, however, conversion was not simply an intellectual conclusion. He described it as a transformation of the heart, shaped not only by philosophical reasoning and what he regarded as evidence for Catholicism, but also by the example of Christ, the witness of the saints, and what he experienced as God's grace drawing him back. And after years of questioning whether Christianity was true, he now describes his conversion in remarkably simple terms.
Our time together has unfortunately come to an end. That's my conversion story. It's ultimately a love story. And I hope it's the beginning of a similar love story on your end.
From a devout Catholic childhood, through atheism and agnosticism, to a renewed belief in God and a return to the Catholic Church, Schmid now says his journey was ultimately not only a search for truth, but a journey back to Christ.